Yeah, I'm recording. So I think God is trying to show me something. I didn't address this yesterday, but it happened again today. So it's all in God's hands. So what ended up happening was yesterday, like over the past few days, maybe like 3 days ago. Remember, I was in a shelter when I first got here, and I was in a shelter when I first got here, and there was a girl that was there that very mean and aggressive to me. I basically deleted I had documented it, but I had an opportunity to leave, so I left, and that's when I came here. And I deleted, the I don't know if I deleted it out of my phone or it was on the phone that got stolen. I don't remember which is which, maybe both, because I probably had it on both phones. But the situation was really bad. So I didn't think nothing of her. Didn't think I'd ever see her again. It just so happens, like I said, God works in funny ways. It just so happens that I have to take two buses to get to this night job. How about, okay, a few days ago, the second bus that I had to take, she was on it. And I saw her, I didn't pay no mind. I was just like, it was like distance, like she's way off that way. I'm over here, so it's no problem. And so I didn't think nothing about it. But then, like yesterday, and I think another day, she happened to be on the second bus. This is probably like Monday. She happened to be on the second bus, but I was so tired from that interview. By the way, I did not get that one. That was the one I was telling you. And the guy was just trying to hint to me that I was going to get it because I don't fit in. They're looking for people that are like them. And he kept asking me about money. And it was like whatever amount that I said, he was going to say, oh, well, we're not satisfied with people that only make 40,000, only this. And I was like, well, I don't really have a limit. I was like, whatever I did, previously my goal is to get higher than that, but it's just to work towards it. I keep realistic goals and whatever. But whatever he was feeling, he wasn't feeling me. So I didn't get it. But so that day I was really tired on the buses. The second bus I slept and missed my stop, which made me happen across. Everything happens perfectly in my life. It made me happen across this grocery store. And and so I was able to pick up stuff and I went on to work. And then yesterday happened again. But this time not only God and his sense of humor, not only one bus, but it was two buses. It was two buses that it was two buses that she was on, both buses that I had to take to go to work. And I didn't even realize that I was sitting on the bus just chilling in my own zone. Next thing I know, she comes on the bus and I'm like, oh Lord. And she goes behind me. So I'm thinking she's going to the back. And then this other guy gets on the bus that's a real big guy that usually has like a suitcase and a little dog. And so he has a suitcase trying to go to the back. And this is how she is. She tries to help him at first. And then he's basically telling, I hate it when people do this. He's telling her, no, I got it. But she's just insisting, she wants to put his luggage on top of the luggage rack. And he's like, no, he's got it. He's on the bus. He wants to be where he's by the back door. He doesn't explain all this, but I understand it. He wants to be where he's at the back door. He just walk out with it. While he's going to put it up there and have to struggle to bring it back down. Might hit somebody in the head, whatever. And so she just keeps insisting. And finally, after like 10 times, she gets it. And then, unbeknownst to me, she sits right behind me because I had moved over to avoid him hitting me with the suitcase. So she sits right behind me. I turn around to see who it is pulling on my chair. It's her. So again, like certain spirits don't vibe. I get up to move completely away from her in the back. And it's just, the vibe thing is real because even though I had moved away from her, I still felt that negativity. So I had to kind of move like out of range, out of the frequency range or whatever. I moved all the way to the back where I couldn't be seen if she turned around and I couldn't see her, and I was good. So then I didn't think nothing of it, and the rest of my day was really good. So I didn't think until at night I had that different thing happen. So then today, as you know, with the female, the other female that's in the house, like I said, I keep to myself now. Like at first I was excited because I was like, okay, I got an opportunity to show. Then I realized, no, that's not going to work that way. I have goals, and my goals are different than the other people in the households are. My situation is different. And I'm going to say this, sometimes people try to make you feel bad about what you do in your life. But what you're doing in your life is perfect for whatever your situation is. Nobody knows what you're going through. And so, there were comments that would say, "Oh, she stays in her room," because I have things that I'm trying to overcome and trying to do. And so, whatever it is that you're doing in your life, you keep doing that. That's for your life. They have goals, hopefully for their own lives that have nothing to do with you. So, yeah. So, um, so what ends up happening? I'm noticing that when I'm coming out, she's happened to be coming out at the same time, whatever. And you know what scares me? What if this girl actually is gonna work the same night job as me? Because this is the same time we catch the bus. And then the other ironic thing about the other job that's still waiting on the background information. The girl that actually told me about that position, she actually saw me at the bus stop. So I had to talk to y'all about that later because the bus is